Hello, friends, and welcome to Take Two for Monday, the 22nd of February, 2021. I'm Jeannie. I'm so glad that you've decided to come along for the ride today. Well, I hope you had a wonderful weekend. We had a couple of birthdays in my family this weekend, so happy belated birthday to my sister Fran and my cousin Philip. They both celebrated, and I hope it was a wonderful time for both of them. And whoever else might have had a birthday, happy belated birthday to you. I want to talk to you a little bit today about an experience we had when we first moved to Dothan, Alabama, 23 and a half years ago. We didn't know where a lot of things were. We didn't know where the laundromat was. We didn't have our washer and dryer yet. We didn't know where the laundromat was. We didn't know where, what the best place to go grocery shopping, all of that. It was all hit and miss. It was, learning as we went along kind of thing. It was a brand new place for us. So we had a little city map and we would try to look for things, but then sometimes streets had changed and names had changed and that kind of thing. And I was like, oh my goodness. How are we ever going to find our way around? So I remember we stopped in a little sandwich shop and we were sitting there and we asked the girl at the register at the counter as we were buying our sandwiches, we said, do you know where we could find a laundromat? And she said, oh, sure. She said, there's a big laundromat on so-and-so street. I said, oh, okay. Where is that? She goes, okay. Now it's very easy. You just go down this road and you make a right turn where the Piggly Wiggly used to be. And then you go up the street a little while and then you make a left turn where that gas station was that burned down. And then so I stopped her. I said, wait a minute. We just moved here. She said, uh-huh. I said, how would I know where the Piggly Wiggly used to be? And how would I know about a gas station that burned down? When did these things happen? Oh, that was years ago. I'm thinking, well, if the Piggly Wiggly used to be there, it could be anything now. It could be a parking lot. It could be a school. It could be a church. It could be anything. How on earth would I know? I said, well, what's where the Piggly Wiggly used to be? She goes, I don't know. And I said, well, then how do you know? I said, what street is it? She goes, I don't know, just the street where the Piggly Wiggly was. It took a long time for us to make our way and find our way in this new place we had moved to. And it was pretty challenging. I started thinking about all the times that we just assume that people know stuff that's been in our own minds for years and years. Now, for her, she could easily picture in her mind the Piggly Wiggly. Maybe when she was a small child, her mom shopping at the Piggly Wiggly. Maybe her dad gassing up the truck, at the gas station that had burned down. It's easy for people to remember things from their past, but when you have a new person come into the scenario, well, then they don't know. So here's my advice to you. I know this sounds like a crazy little piece of advice I want to share with you, but it's this. Don't assume that people know things that you've known for years and years and years. Don't assume that a memory that you have from when you were young or from where you grew up or from where you went to school or from the TV shows you watched as a child and those kinds of, don't assume that the person you're talking to has any knowledge of those things. And likewise, if you are someone who wants to share the love of Jesus Christ with somebody, and you're talking to someone who's never stepped foot in a church in their lives, don't start using a bunch of Christianese on them. Don't start using words they don't understand, like, hey, brother, you been redeemed? Don't say things like that to people because they may think you're talking about coupons at the Piggly Wiggly. So take into consideration at all times who you're talking to when you are making references to things. Now, you may say something like, do you know where that Walmart is now there on the corner of Main and, whatever? And they say, oh, yes, I know where that is. I've seen that Walmart. Okay, well, actually, That used to be a Piggly Wiggly, but then it closed and a Walmart got built there. That would make more sense. But to just say, make a right turn where the Piggly Wiggly used to be isn't going to be very helpful to somebody. So always remember in your mind that someone may not be armed with the same memories and knowledge of things as you are, okay? Always remember that and be patient, because let me tell you, there had to be a lot of patience for us getting to learn a new place when we moved here years and years ago. Okay, and I think about that now because we have some new friends who've just moved here in the last couple of weeks, and they don't know where anything is, and it's hit and miss for them. And we've been very patient to say, okay, this is here, and this is here, and this is here. All right. Well, listen, have a wonderful week. I hope it's a great week for you. And just remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? Jeanne Sigler, JeanneSigler. Hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. Every time another Take Two premieres, you'll be notified. And also, please, go out and be a blessing to somebody today. You may end up being the only one who is. And patience, my brothers and sisters, patience, because not everybody knows what you do. Okay, you be blessed. I love you. I'll see you on Wednesday for Hump Day. Okay, bye-bye. Have a great week.